it's finally happened. The leadership race in the UK has come to a close, and Liz Truss has been announced and elected as the UK's new Prime Minister. She gave her speech on the steps of Downing Street yesterday, which was very businesslike. We didn't have much of the rhetoric and the flourishes that we were used to from the previous Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, and she said she's going to focus on three things. One, fixing the economy, getting Britain back to work. Two, the thing on everyone's minds, dealing with the cost of living and the energy price rises. And three, the NHS. She knows, and her team knows, that she hasn't got very long to deliver on any of these. We're halfway through a parliament. At the most, she will have 2 years before the last point at which the next election can be called. So for her, it will all be about delivery, and she will want to have her own record and put some facts on the ground that people can equate to her, rather than looking back to previous administrations and previous prime ministers. Appointed her cabinet, and she has surrounded herself with friends and allies, people who were supportive during her leadership campaign in the key roles. There has been a bit of a cull of the MPs and the ministers who supported Rishi Sunak. Only one of them still remains in her cabinet, and she has got rid of a lot of people who were in the Boris Johnson cabinet as well. I think this is to show that there is some clear water between her and what she wants to do and what came before her. But more importantly, I think she wants to have people who will deliver on her vision and her agenda. This is not the time for experimentation. It's not the time to build different power bases around her. She knows she hasn't got long to show what she can do, and she needs people who can help her do that. You will see more of her plans. There's expected to be a big announcement on the cost of living and the energy bills and the help she will give to people and businesses across the country. It's been touted and heavily briefed in the media already that we're expecting a price freeze, and again, I think this will be received well across the country by both households and people alike, but there remains a political challenge for her in this as well, because this is once again a very big state intervention, and the people who supported Liz Truss, certainly on the right of the party, want to see less of that. They want to go back to more traditional conservative values, which is a smaller state and the government not being the first port of call when things may go wrong. So how she balances the politics of appeasing to this group who were her supporters, and she herself is of that mentality, and still doing things on a bigger scale to help people across the country is going to be very important. And on the international stage, the new Prime Minister had her initial calls with President Biden and President Zelensky, which shows that she'll want to keep Britain at the forefront of leading the world on the war in Ukraine, and also that she'll want to continue building a good relationship with the US administration. There may be challenges to that when we're looking at things like the Northern Ireland Protocol, but in general, with her former international trade hat on, she will be pushing for more trade deals around the world, and she will be unencumbered by what we saw from Boris Johnson on the world stage. She will try to strike a different tone, certainly, and seek to build consensus and build more relationships. Her approach to business, similarly, I think she'll want to build a better relationship with business, be a friend of business, and ideally her vision will be to try and get out of the way of business, to deregulate, to attract investment, and to create more jobs and generate more growth. And she has put somebody in the business secretary role, Jacob Rees-Mogg, who is keen to show the benefits of Brexit across the UK and is very, very keen on the deregulation agenda. That having been said, there will also be an expectation on business to play its part and be a good corporate citizen and help the government deliver its aims and agendas as well. So it will be a two-way relationship, but I think slightly smoother than we've seen in recent years.